Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing solar return readings for everyone, and this is the solar return for Sagittarius 2023, which will go into 2024. So this will cover 12 months for you, just until your next birthday. Now, a lot of people feel their solar return 6 weeks to 3 months prior to the date of their birthday. And when we say the solar return, we mean the solar, meaning the sun, returns to the exact point that your soul jumped in from the void. So if you were born at 10:40 a.m., when the sun returns to Sagittarius at 10:40 a.m. on the day of your birth, that begins your solar return. When we have this happen, we sometimes feel energy changing like 6 weeks to 3 months prior to our birthday. Things start to feel different. Things start to move in a different way. A lot of times they start to show some promise or some expansion or momentum going forward. If you're having a lag and if you've done well, you might even find that you have moments that it even gets better. It's not forever, but it is for the time being. Now, we know that your mantra as a Sagittarian is I see. You represent the 9th house of belief systems, higher learning. Your opposition is Gemini, meaning you're 180 degrees away from each other. Sagittarians want to rise to the highest form of Gemini, and Gemini wants to rise to the highest form of Sagittarius. Where Gemini, your polarity is your balance. It is like the social butterfly. It absorbs information, pulls in resources, and researches. When we look at Sagittarius, it's the higher form of that. It's taking all that information and sharing it with the world, like in a publication or something on a broader scale, and so that everyone could see it as a result of what you've done. Jupiter rules your sign, great abundance. Now, I haven't done a solar return in a very long time, excuse me. So what we do is we pull the indicator cards for your sign. So for Sagittarius and every other sign, we have 2 major arcana, 2 court cards, and 3 minor arcana. The major arcana are the things your soul is pushing you for to learn at the time. Now, they may move throughout a reading, meaning you're making progress, or stay still because you're not doing the work. And once they work through your life, they could come back at another time and years later because it represents another experience in your life that you're looking to grow from. The minor arcana are the daily routine, the little things, the little secrets in life. Now, when we look at your sign and we look at your court cards, we know that for Sagittarius, the Knight of Wands would represent the first and second decans of Sagittarius. So a decan is 10. So there are 3 decans for each sign, 10 days each, making up 30 days. So you could be born in the first decan, second decan, or third decan. Now with the Knight of Wands, that would represent, let's see, that would be December 12th up into December 30th, okay? So we have the Knight of Wands here. Different energy, okay? Fire sign, stirring things up, and usually an indicator of moving in your life. So the card is of moving forward, an energy of a momentum, right? The Knights take action, right? They take up the cards for the King and the Queen. So for anyone born in those first 10 days, this card is an indicator for you. Now, if it pops up a lot of times in a reading and it's just, well, I'm not moving, I'm not changing my job, it could just be identifying you for your birth date, okay? Then we have the Queen of Pentacles, different energy again. We have an earth sign, all right? The Queen of Pentacles would represent, let me see, I have it over here. That would be your 3rd decan of Sagittarius. So you're December 31st till January 9th. This card would be your indicator. It doesn't mean it's going to come up in a reading, but if you notice this happens repeatedly, Spirit is talking to you directly about you, okay? That's what the indicator cards do. A lot of astrologists take it out, or tarot readers take out that card for that person, indicating it, and then read from there. Now we look at our major arcana. First we have Jupiter. This is the Wheel of Fortune, and in the tarot, it is Jupiter. Now, we know Jupiter is expansion and growth, abundance, in the way that it can expand and grow in a positive way. It can also in a negative way, okay? But this is a halfway mark through the major arcana. And you see on the card, it says Rota, R-O-T-A. It's not tarot. Rota, meaning a wheel. Things are in motion. Energy is always going. It was, it is now, and will always be. Now, this card is Sagittarius in the Tarot. This is the Temperance card, okay? This is when the soul offers up the ego for a cleansing. It's balancing the earthly, the matter, with the spiritual, the ephemeral, okay? It's the replenishing, not just about the physical experience. It is also the spiritual life. Okay, now in your minor arcana, these represent different days. Again, it doesn't have to ring out with you, but it could be an indicator of when. When I read, I use these dates if they apply, because my readings go out 9 months, and oftentimes they are right on the money, or they mirror what is going on in the heavens at the moment. So when we have the 8 of Wands, we know this is November 23rd to December 2nd. This is Mercury in Sagittarius. So that could be for the people with the first 10 days of Sagittarius birthdays. Mercury in Sagittarius. Now, we know Mercury is swift movement, right? It's a very logical and methodical, airy type of energy, right? Analyzing things. And then we look at Sagittarius with this abundance and higher learning, broader things like foreign places, foreign people, foreign things, okay? The worldly things, especially with Jupiter. All right. Then we look at, no, don't be disappointed with this, with the 9 of Wands. With the 9 of Wands, we have December 3rd to December 12th. This is the moon in Sagittarius, so this is more emotional, where this is in the mental realm. This is of the heart. This is the feeling things, right? I feel loved, I feel happy, I feel tired, all these different things. With moon in Sagittarius, it's the 9 of Wands, meaning that you have accomplished so much. See, all the things he's looking back at that he's gone through, he's put all his energy in, but he's worn out and tired. This is the time we say, well, you have one more great task ahead of you, and you can win at this as long as you tend to yourself, heal yourself, put the emotions into healing you. Then we have the 10 of Wands. That's December 13th to December 21st, Saturn in Sagittarius. Very different again, Saturn, right? Where Jupiter is abundance and fun and revelry, Saturn is all business, responsibility, dedication. I tell my readers that Saturn is the uncle you have that says, hey, I want you to detail my car. I'm going to give you $100. I want it done by 6 o'clock tonight, and I want it white glove clean. Jupiter's the uncle that says, hey man, I got $100. Would you detail my car? Let me know when you can get it done. See, different energy. Both are needed in our lives. The business, you know, the party, the relaxation, the responsibility. 10 of Wands is saying, you know, you put your head to the grindstone, you're pushing ahead, and you're going to find your way. He's picking up that one extra wand that he was working toward, and he's finding his way home, or she. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what we have for you for your solar return. Like I said, it goes out to next year. So you might have already started feeling everything in the last 6 weeks or up to 3 months. All right. But this will go out till next year, just before your birthday also. So let's see what we have for you. Okay, 5 of Wands. Excuse me. 2 of Wands. This is an Aries card, actually. This is the first card of the Tarot and the first in astrology. This is March 21st to March 30th. Mars in Aries. Okay, we're talking about a time that you're getting down to business. You're serious. Like, you have your eye on the prize. It's your day in the sun. You're waiting. You've put all this work into something, in a relationship, a project, a job, anything in your life that this is going to make sense to you. This is about you going to the next step, and you're trying to bring it into being. You have all the fire in you of Aries, but with Mars, you're fighting for this. You're being aggressive, and you know, you might even be not bullying, I want to say, but you're very determined and you don't care who's in your way. And it's not about going around them, which you can be as the diplomatic person, but more than likely you're not. You're going to barrel over this person or barrel through this thing, knock down walls, whatever you need to do to get to it. Because this is about creation. You are creating something new, Sagittarius. That is that energy with Aries, the first sign. And Mars is forging it. You are literally forging it out of thin air, out of what it was, you're recreating it. And this could be a relationship that you are recreating. It could be a home that you're renovating. It could be reassessing your job or your business, your health, whatever it is. You've got this energy, this fire, and the ideas, and you're putting it into place. Look at you. Ha ha ha. Look, we have the Nine of Wands. This is one of your cards. So this could be talking to the people of December 3rd to the 12th, but it doesn't have to be. And we know it's Moon in Sagittarius. You're feeling a certain kind of way, Sag. You've been pushing along, doing all these things, and maybe you're not tending to something. Maybe you're not tending to yourself, your body, your health. If you needed to go to the doctor, if you've been getting sick a lot. This could be depressive, I can't even speak. Immunoinsufficiency. You're not taking care of yourself. You're pushing yourself too hard. Your body is run down. You're not eating right. Maybe you're drinking too much, smoking too much, not sleeping enough. All of these things. Now with this card, it is saying you have one task to get through toward what it is that you're working on. And you've been pushing very hard with all this intense energy, right? Of Mars, Aries. Now you got this fiery Sag energy. You can win, but you need to stop and pause. Especially with the holidays coming in the Americas, they celebrate so much, or whatever's going on in the world, you're under so much stress. We need you to take a breath, bend a knee, get some rest, even if it's only for a few hours one day or in a couple of days. But you need to do this to take care of yourself in order for you to have the energy to push through to the final stage of what it is you're working on. Because you see our Soldier of Fortune is beat to heck here, all right? They've really poured themselves into it. So this is a physical drain of the body, but it's going to affect mentally and emotionally as well as spiritually and physically. Okay, when we look at this energy, it's the entirety of who you are is being drained. And it's time for you to step back and give yourself much needed rest. Relaxation. All right, now with the King of Cups, so this could be someone in your life right now or is coming into your life or influencing the situation. Could be a loving relationship, could be a family member, a friend, a colleague, a mentor. Okay, this energy is usually someone older, 40, 45, 50 older, is either like a father figure, and in the tarot, it's androgynous. It could be female. But this person does love the water, boating, fishing, jet skiing. It's their go-to, their conduit. They like to go near water to recharge. That being said, with this card, we have a lot of tumultuous energy around this king. But you see he's calm. In the break of the waves, thrashing around him and crashing to shore, he's undaunted and unsettled. Now, this could be this person who's influencing the situation that you're having here. And it could also be an energy that you're taking on. That while everything is raging around you, and I dare say this is emotional, right? Because of water, you're staying calm in this situation, or the person who this is staying calm. This person usually is a very giving person. They're of service to others, and in their fields they're of service to others, where they could be a doctor, where they help people, but they're also very creative. So it could be like an artist, it could be a musician, it could be a florist, a hairstylist, someone who helps others feel well, feel good about themselves. So whatever's going on around you, either this is the person to help you to stay calm and get to this place where you need to be of taking care of yourself, or this is the energy that you will take on and say, this is my moment of pause, and while everything in the world is going on around me, I'm not going to partake. You ever see those those commercials and stuff where it's like stop action. The person's just standing there and everything is going at super high speed around them. That's the kind of energy we want here. This person does wear their heart on their sleeve, doesn't show their emotions. When they do show them, it can be quite abrupt and it could be quite accelerated, and then they digress because they do keep it under wraps, and they may act out inappropriately certain times, but it's because it's built up too long, okay? And this is kind of like here, you have to be careful because of what's building up too much inside of you, draining your energy, like I said, emotionally. So if this is a person coming in, they're going to help you with this situation, or this is the energy you will be taking on. Oh, beautiful, look at you. So this is the universe. This is the final card in the major arcana of the tarot, and it's also the world, all right, but this deck is calling it the universe. So it's an achievement of a stage is ending in your life, a chapter is closing. And this is good because we're following here. You've been going through something, what you're creating and starting, bringing it into form, hopefully reaching this calm place of peace while everything is thrashing around you. So we're saying at that midpoint where it is in the year, you have elevated yourself to this place of success, ascension. So whatever you were working on, you've achieved it. Like, let's say you're graduating from college or postgraduate PhD. You got that business going. You sold that business. You're retiring. You wanted to have a child. You did. Or get married or get divorced. Whatever this big thing you've been working on over these months coming, these 6 months or so, this is about saying you've achieved it. It's success, it's happiness, it's joy. And not just for you, but in whatever you're involved with in your life, with family, friends, loved ones, material things, your job, okay? When we look at the tarot, you can say, oh, this doesn't make sense to me. Well, think of what the card is saying and how does it apply in your life, if that helps you at all, okay? So that's a very beautiful card. Then what happens is you start all over again, right? Energy, it's constantly going. Okay, here we go with the Eight of Swords. Well, a little rugged stuff. We're here. Look how calm you were in the storm. Here, the storm is engulfing you. Now, this I have to tell you, Sag, this is your mental realm. This is you getting into a funk. Whatever this is controlling you, whether it's your job, school, a relationship, your health, an addiction, an abusive relationship, you're keeping yourself held prisoner here. The swords represent the mental things like stress, anxiety, depression, anything of the mental realm that is detrimental to your health. Now, she is blindfolded and tied up. Usually in the tarot, they say, well, she could free herself at any time. She's created this or he's created this. You let your emotions get to the best of you. Where sometimes Spirit will say, listen to your heart. Other times it'll say, listen to the logical part, your mental realm. Here, there's that battle that's going on and you have succumbed. Emotionally, you've been wrecked because of the way you're thinking. You just won't stop thinking about this person, place, or thing. You're letting it control you. You can free yourself from this. You can calm the storm that's raging inside of you. Will you? Will you find the balance and do that for yourself? Now, when we look at the Eight of Swords, it's Jupiter in Gemini, May 21st to the 31st. So this could be coming, like I said, as we progress 6 months into the year or so. Now, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, so I told you before, it expands on everything it touches, positive or negative. And Gemini is your polarity, right? The balance. So Jupiter's the higher energy here with Sag, and with Gemini being ruled by Mercury, it's the thoughts, right? The mental realm. Now, it would be important for you to stop at this time. If you're feeling trapped, it's like, you're trapped, you can't do anything, you can't move, right? Go forward. So what are you going to do? Fight it? No, why don't you just embrace it? Okay, I'm trapped here. How did I get here? Well, what did I do to let this happen? I can blame this other person, but I allowed it. There are times it's out of your control and it is a situation that you're in, but everything you've done before this has led you to this, the steps you've taken in your life. She's saying, in this time of pause, let me think and reflect in a positive way. Okay, I've been obsessing over this person, situation, or thing, or place. I've created this because now I've drained myself mentally and my emotions are out of control. This is when you want to do this time of pause and reflection and use it to your advantage. There's an order in chaos, okay? There's a beauty into everything. So during this time, do stop and go within, reflect on everything that's happened, just like a Gemini, right? Where researches, it just pulls in information, but take it to the higher level, the Jupiterian energy of Sagittarius, and elevate it. Okay, now the realization comes of what happened and why I'm feeling this. Once you get to that root causes, then you can take the steps to free yourself from it. And you can free yourself from this at any time. But will you? Or will you allow yourself to stay prisoner of this situation, person, place, or thing that you have created such discord within yourself? Now look at them, these sorts. So you have here fire, water, earth, air. Okay. I gotta say, with the Six of Swords, I like that it's following this because it's saying that you did break yourself free from here. Help is there for you, okay? So whether it was spirit helping you or someone else helping you, or there was someone involved with this that you've been worrying about you're taking with you. See, all the swords are here, but you're not sinking your ship. There's guidance here for you. There's always guidance here, and it's bringing you to shore. The waters are calm now instead of being tumultuous like they were here. It's like coming home. You're coming to shore, and that 6 is a number of balance too. And when we look at the Six of Wands, Swords, let's see. We're looking at January 30th to February 8th. So this could go out to the next year into your birthday. Mercury again, but in Aquarius. So Mercury, we know, is that mental realm. Aquarius is also a mental realm. It's a higher learning form of the mental realm. It's like that godlike energy. Things come to you from out of the blue. So it could very well be that you have your epiphany here. The light goes on and you realize the way to break free of this, and you do, like, pack it all up and move it all out. Now, in a literal sense, you could be packing up and moving out of a job, a relationship, where you're living, or it could be in a metaphorical way that you're saying, I've packed this all up and I'm getting it out of my life. You know, boxing it up and throwing it to the garbage. I don't need this anymore. So this is a time of you breaking free. You found balance mentally. And emotionally too, because things are calmer for you. Now remember this for the next time that this pops up in your life. What did I do that worked for me? What didn't work? And how can I apply it to this situation to resume balance into my life? Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so we have the Empress. Now the Empress is another major arcana. Now, we know with the Empress, this is potential fulfilled, all right? And when we look at the Empress, it is a Venus. Venus rules this card. So when you have this stress going on in your life, right, that you had here, and then you come up with the Empress, it's saying that you are birthing something new. You are creating something. There's something within you that your heart is longing for, something that is missing in your life. And it's anything, okay? In a snapshot of your life, what it is missing. And this is your last card in this run. So this could be within 6 weeks or so of your birthday. This is about it being fulfilled. With the High Priestess, she's quiet and there's secrets. It's like when a woman is pregnant, you don't know in the first few months that she's pregnant. It's not showing, it's her secret. But with the Empress, she's fully realized. Yeah, belly is seen. You know she's pregnant. You know she's got a life there. You know that she has gestated something for the term until it's delivered. So we know that you have been gestating something that is very important to you, something that you love. And Venusian energy is not only of love, it could be material things, right? It's finances, material things that you could take through life with you, and of course love. And love could be physical, sexual, agape. It could be any kind of love. And with this card, it's saying, before your next birthday, whatever you've been working on the 9 months or a year before, could be even a couple of years, will be coming into form for you. And you will be giving birth to it. And it's a time of joy and blessing for you. Well, that was a pretty intense reading, you know, starting out with some bumpy stuff, but it started out with you wanting to create something. And see, when we talked about this Mars and Aries, creating something new in your life, and you go through all this mishigas and stuff that you need to do to grow and learn, come to a midpoint where you've achieved something and you're finding that it's come into reality, and then you move forward with some fallbacks, but in the end, you come ahead with either starting to create something new to realize into your life, or that you have realized your potential in this life. And once you realize that, your power, you've got it. You can create anything you want. So be careful what you're thinking. Okay, Sag, happy birthday, happy solar return. And I hope that you have a very good holiday and whatever you celebrate in your life, and enjoy the rest of the year. Bye-bye.